What time is it, Dad?
It's Wend wellness time.
It's Wend wellness workout time! You heard the man, maybe not, but if you didn't, you heard that. How you guys doing? Let's have some fun today. What do you say, right? So we got hit, and we're going to do it a little bit different today. We're going to do 3 rounds. We're going to hit 20 seconds for each move, but we're doing them all straight. I know when we've done 20 seconds, we've done 4 rounds, but these are rigorous moves and for 16 minutes straight. Right. This is going to be hard. We're going ham. Okay, so let's get through the moves, get rocking sooner than later. Scissor lunge is first. So scissor lunge, we know. You're in a scissored stance. Scissor, lunge, scissor, lunge, scissor lunge. We'll rock that to the side, next 20 seconds. Next up, gargoyle kicks. So you're coming forward on the hands, kicking out to the side, gargoyle kicks. Then after gargoyle kicks, rotating lunges. So rotating lunges, you're in the center, lunge, lunge. Coming to the center, give a little hop, popping that lunge. On the other side, back and forth, rotating lunges. Front back skips, we know. Front back, skip, skip. I'll just go back because we're limited on the space, right? Because we have our friend the chessboard in the background. Notice we have 2, count them, 2 chessboards. Chessboards. So we're going to have some fun at the end as well. We'll talk a little bit about the principle and message of the day and how life relates to chess. There are many, many ways. Front back skips. Skier hops. You're in a skier stance. Tight legs and you're hopping side to side in a squat, right? You can come up in that squat in between hops if you'd like. But holding the squat's probably a little harder, so we'll try that. Skier hops. Push-up squat 3s. So you do 3 push-ups. Hop into the squats. 3 and 3 into the push-ups. Into the squats. Push-up squat 3s. Whenever you see a number at the end like that, 3s, that's how many we're doing of each one. Just in case you're new with us here. 1-2 lunge. So when we say 1-2, we're referring to a little 1-2 pop, right? Poppity punch. So when we got 1-2 lunge, you're going lunge, lunge, okay? Notice I square up for that lunge. What up, Yaz? How you doing, girl? Nice to see you on here. Hey, I'm repping your colors today. Right? That's right. Got the same one. What's up? Let's have fun, huh? That's right. And that's our 1-2 lunge. We'll do it the other way. So 1-2 lunge on that leg. Next up. After that, we're rocking a single squat pulse. Single squat pulse. And this is going to suck. You're in a single squat. Pulse, pulse, pulse. That heel's coming down, tapping. So you're kind of in a 3/4 squat. If you can get all the way into a full squat with one leg, kudos to you. That's what we're really looking for, huh? So that'd be great. That'd be the most advanced way to do it. Of course, would be with your leg off the ground, doing a pistol squat, right? And if you could pistol squat pulse, salud. Single squat pulse. We'll rock that other side, the next 20. In, out, feet, we know. Just in, out, feet. They go in and out, in and out, in and out. Quickly, right? It's for cardio to get the heart rate up, right? In, out, feet. Glute bridges, glute bridges. So we've done glute bridges many times. And if you want a nice booty, you should be doing this workout here today because there's some booty moves coming your way right now. So how about that? Glute bridges first. Regular style. And you just go up. And you glute bridge. You come up and the butt is tight there. Next we'll do pulse, so pulse, 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 right? And then we'll do a hold. Glute bridge holds. You just hold it there and the butt will get hammered, right? That'll be great when we're at that point. Alright, well last but not least, snow plow, super chainsaw, jump squat, bottle, right? A lot of words. What it all means is you're doing a snow plow, which is this. We know chainsaw is this, right? So it's a double chainsaw and it's super, so like that, and then when you land, jump squat. So do it all at once, okay? Put the pieces together. Snow plow. And then a jump squat. And if you couldn't see that, I'll put this up a little. This way it's not headless Shane coming at you the whole time, right? Might freak people out. That's all the moves. You got about a minute. We'll get kicking it off here. 55 seconds. $16 minutes, baby. That's all you gotta give me today. Let's go. I'm tired, all right? We're all tired. I know. That's life. That's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. Scissor. Lunge. Let's go, baby. In and out today. 16 minutes in the shop. That's it. Other side. Scissor stance. Swap it up. Knock all these out now. What do you say? Other side. Other side again. Gargoyle kick. Hand down. rotating lunge. Come back, skip. Turn back. One, two. One. Other side. Spear hop. Three push up. Three squat. One more. One, two, three. Single squat pulse. Tapping that heel. Pulsing up and down, right? Other leg. Get in that squat. Tap, tap, tap. Ah, feel the burn. And out. Quick, quick. Let's go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Good breath. Stop with my foot, sorry. Pulse. Pulse halfway. Up and hold. Ah. Woo. Nice job. Snowplow. Yeah. Jump squat, back pedal. Again. Gargoyle. Lunge. Other way. Come back. Skip. Yeah. Skier hop. Push-ups. 3. 1, 2, 3. One. Other way. Throw your hands out there. Squat pose. Ah. 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 I know your legs are dying. Mine are dying. But I'm gonna keep pushing. Let's go. Hit out feet. Do bridge. Squeeze the top. Squeeze the booty. Now with a pulse. Hold. Come on. Hold. Slow pop. Gargoyle. Let's work it. I know you're exhausted. I am too. Rotating lunges. Skier hop. Like you're skiing. Moguls. Push up, do 5s. 1, 2, 3, Other way. Single squat pulse. Bend your knee now. Pulse with it in the air. Ah. Other side. Start with the heel. In the air. Ah. And now feet. Quick, 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 quick. Let's go. Come on. Faster, faster, faster. Group bridge. Pulse. Pulse at the middle. And up. And hold it at the top. Squeeze your glutes. You should be firing. Ah. One more. Hey, hon. 30 seconds. Hey, that was 16 minutes of exercise. That's all that was. And look what you guys did. Fantastic job. I'm dripping. I'm dying. I'm gonna go straight through like that. Right? We see what we can do in such a short time. So without further ado, let's have a little more fun. Get to the lesson message of the day. All right, so while we get up, set up here, we could talk about, yesterday, day before's principles of not wasting your assets, right? And putting a lot of pressure on one spot at a time, one weak hinge, right? And in that principle, we find success to be able to chop the tree down, if you will, right? And we hammer away at just one part of it. And so today, what I'd like to talk about is something we have talked about, but not relative to chess and how it makes this principle evident even further. And that principle is you should do things in life while you can, because one day you will not be able to, my friend. You will be too old or too occupied with other responsibilities and tasks so that you cannot do the things you wanted to do previously, and you always think you'll have more time. But usually the window is short, and if we miss out, we miss out. And so what is an example of that in chess? It's castling. You want to castle while you have the chance and nothing else to worry about. Because if you wait to castle to get the king safe and that rook, that ipsilateral rook on the same side into the game, you may not have the chance later because you have to take care of other things. Maybe you need to protect a piece. You need a trade. He took my pawn. I need to take his back. Or before you know it, 5 moves later, you can't castle. You should have done it before. And we're going to show an example on the chessboard here from scratch. So let's see what we can come up with. And as a necessary premise, and this has been for beginners, if you're in it for the chess, like a lot of you have said you love this, the chess itself. But I want you to see the principles it makes evident about life, right? That's what's important in our discussions here. But if you want to delve deeper into chess, I would love to purely talk about chess sometime. But let's get some specifics down that are basics we need to have down before we go any further, okay? Whether you're in it for the chess aspect or not. And one of those is, what is check? We haven't even talked about, right? Because it's been about principles. So as I wipe some sweat off this table, it's a good thing, dripping sweat on it. Means you worked hard, right? So we'll say that this bishop came here and it is now attacking the king. The king is in check. The king is the only piece that cannot be taken, right? It just gets put into check. And then, of course, it has to either block it or move. It could block it here. But if it blocked it, you could just take it again with the bishop because the pawn is protecting it, right? So the queen can't take it back. Or else you would lose the queen to this pawn. And we don't want to give our queen away for a bishop, right? So the point is, you don't want to block it. You'd have to move your king. Say you moved it here. Say he came check again, this player, with the queen. Now you have less spaces to move. So you can go either here, you can't go here because you can't put yourself in check. The bishop will get you, so you can't go here. You can't go anywhere in this file because the queen's covering all of it, right? You can go up here, you can go over here, or you can go here. Well, say they went here. Now the other player goes check with this knight. Now where can the king go? He can go either here, here, or here. We'll say he goes here. And now say black moves this pawn up and it's check with the bishop. A discovered check. Discovered meaning it's behind, it was made possible by the movement of another piece. It was a discovered attack behind the movement of that other piece, which was opening something else. And so now we have one option here. And we'll say that black, for all intents and purposes, had a knight here, and he went check again. Now where can the king go? The answer is nowhere. So that's checkmate. When the king is put in check, and there's nowhere left to escape. So now that we have that premise down, which is very necessary, obviously, because that's the main objective of the game, to get the other king in checkmate, and that's why you want to keep yours safe. So, let's say that white wants to castle early. Now, what is castling? Castling is when we'll remove these pieces. Say one was here and this was up, so this was out here. All right. So now when the king and the rook have no pieces between them, and neither the king nor that rook have moved yet, if one of them moves, you cannot castle after that. You can castle, and it's the only move where you move two pieces at once in chess. And it's a great thing to do. You want to do it in just about every game you play. It bodes well 99% of the time to castle early. Castle early, castle often in your games. So you would bring the king over two squares, and the rook goes on the inside of it, okay? So switches like that. Now the king's more to safety towards the corner, right? You don't want the king in the corner usually. That doesn't bode well. It can get cluttered in there, and it can be dangerous. But the king is safest usually on this square or this square, okay? So the rook is in the game as well. And next move, you could put it to the middle, so it's affecting the game and the center of the board and supporting other pieces in its involvement, as we've discussed in the past few days. And so that's what castling is. So you can castle on either side of the board. Now we'll say that this was up and these pieces were all out. If you haven't moved the king or the rook, you can castle the other side. So what's our rule with castling? King goes over 2, 1, 2, and the rook moves to the inside of it. So in this is called castling queenside or castling long, because it's longer in between them. You have to move 3 pieces on the queen side in order to castle, to get them out of the way, right? And on the king side, you only have to move 2. So they call that castling king side over here, or castling short. So the advantages of castling on either side, right? Castle this side, the king is further to the edge, that's good, and the rook is here, right? The rook's in the game, but so it's more advantage that the king is more safe here, right? It's the advantage of king side. Queen, and usually you want to castle king side or short. Queen side advantage is the rook gets right in the middle, and that's good. But the king is further to the middle, so you're going to waste a move later, probably putting it over eventually. Now that we have all that, right? Because that was necessary, and we won't talk about that again. It had to be discussed at least just once, right? So if we go back to the beginning here, let's look at this principle, okay, of why you should castle early. Let's say we start a normal game here. Right? All logical moves. Takes that pawn. And again, you don't have to pay attention. I'm doing this. This is the Sicilian defense, and it's actually going to evolve into the Nijorf, but this would be the Nijorf, right? But, you know, the names of the openings and defenses don't matter, and that's why I don't say them, right? It's the principles. The knight can't take this pawn because this one's protecting it. If this knight takes this knight, the queen will take it and be in good position in the center, and that's why black doesn't want to trade his knight here. Okay, so if you're in a position like this, now say we get this bishop out and our plan is to castle. We can't put it there because he'll take the knight. Say it was put here. Okay, now let's pretend white decides not to castle, okay? They decide to do other things. That bishop looks like it could be good there, right? Right, so if white keeps doing things and not castling, he could get himself into trouble, right? And black is smart and castles early. So now let's see, white keeps doing other stuff, you know? Moves the queen, and now black says, all right, I can attack because I've castled. I've taken care of what I need to take care of, and the metaphor for life is I've done the things I've wanted to do while I was young because I didn't think I'd have a chance to do them later, and I'm probably right if that's what I'm thinking. Because you don't know what's going to come. Just like chess, it's so variable. You don't know how this game's going to end. You don't know exactly where all the pieces are going to be. You're not a computer as much as you might want to think you have those same capabilities, right? We have amazing capabilities. But to foresee everything isn't one of them. So, we'll say white still doesn't castle. He tries to involve more pieces, right? And now let's see. All right, black can start trading. All right, well, white would like to castle. But white has to take the knight back first, so he can't castle. Now he'd like to castle next move, white. Oh, but now these pieces have been forked. He's attacking the queen. You have to move it. You can't castle yet. So he moves the queen. I'd like to castle now. Oh, well, now he takes your bishop. And you can't, and you can take the pawn back with your queen, but if you castle, you can't take it. You see? You're going to want to do things, so he takes it with the queen. Right? And if they keep making you take care of issues, now this pawn is put up. You have to move the knight. You see what I'm saying? You don't know where it's going to end.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know, and that's why you do things that bode well, right? We abide by the principles that bode well while putting our own creative spin on it after understanding the technical reasons behind such principles. Because only then can we put our own spin on it. And that's a whole nother discussion. But we do that throughout the game. But we have to remember, we may not have that chance later to castle. And now black takes this, and white says, okay, I'll take it with my pawn. Could take it with the bishop either. For fun, we'll take it with the bishop. Takes his, say he takes it with the pawn. And white would like to castle. Does he have anything else to take care of? Well, right now, he doesn't, so he's lucky. But he will after this move, because now he'll move this and put him in check and then take that pawn. You see? I didn't know any of this was going to happen before, right? And I've been making quick moves, and there's a lot of, better moves. But these were natural, pretty solid moves. Most of them, And it's just to set an example, they were better moves. But, it's just... And now you're castling and you were starting to attack and you're open over here. So do things while you can in life. Don't take for granted the amount of time you have to do them. And don't take for granted any of your major goals you wish to accomplish in general. And if your goal is castling, do it early. While you can. While you can. So, very cool. I enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Hope you got something out of that. Look who doesn't have friends. Sam, I love you. Hey, thanks, Bertha Flores. Yeah, I love this table. My pops got it. It's some vintage dope table. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So, yeah, it's not a big deal. Pretty worth like 10 grand. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's a cool table though. Thank you. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming on. All right. Hope you got something good out of that. I sure did. I broke a sweat physically and mentally a little bit while having a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about here at Wend Wellness. So there's another one down, and we'll see you tomorrow for Core Day. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your night, and happy Monday. See you on Tuesday.